He's just been everywhere and doing nothing.
There are 50 people that are better than Westbrook at this point in time in this season. We're not attacking your favorite. We're talking about you.
I was about to say knee how, but I was about to be really racist. Started here.
Is that racist?
Yo, is that racist?
No,
it's not, because you're just saying hello in a
you're just
different
saying
language.
you're saying hello in different language.
I'm just saying hello in a different language.
Yeah, you're not like going like, you know, I mean,
Yeah.
like some weird stuff like closing your eyes and saying ni hao, like, you know, you're just saying ni hao. Like, it's like saying hola.
Okay.
Como estas? Bonjour.
Hello, salutations, konnichiwa, ni hao, hola, guten morgen.
You're stretching it.
What's hello in German?
Can you just start?
Hello, I'm your lovely, diabolical host, Primo. We're back here. You know, your dream team to my left.
Curious and charismatic Apollo.
And KingDoood.
King
So,
Dude.
as you can see, we're in a different spot. Hey man, we'd like to switch it up.
Yeah,
So
we got money.
today we are talking about a very special topic. Is Westbrook top 50 players in the NBA?
Nope.
Now, let me understand why I got this topic. So, I was on Twitter Space, or I was on YouTube watching this Twitter Space,
Okay.
and they was talking about is 20 point guards better than Russell Westbrook. I told it to Paulo and Primo, and we started discussing, and it was like, there is 20 players better than better than Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
disagree, just wait. Also, I want to shout out this Twitter handler. I think her name is Joy. She was in this Twitter space and she was going crazy, dismissing everybody.
Joy.
So
At me, Joy.
I hope you have a YouTube because I'm aiding you. We're aiding you.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
if you want to talk to us in the Twitter space, I'm leaving all of our handlers down below, and I hope you contact us because I really will wish to have this discussion.
Please.
Just let us know. If you DM one of us, we'll talk to each other, and then we'll set up some time so we can all have a Twitter space. And, I love to hear your comments because I feel like this would be an engaging conversation.
And I'm gonna be the mediating factor here.
And please listen to mine. Please listen to mine.
I'm not gonna let it be a
I'm not gonna
Westbrook
lie,
hate
I
fest.
didn't
I'm
think
not, I'm not gonna let it be a Westbrook hate
So,
fest.
so Mike is probably the only one who don't think that. After hearing Christian's argument or Apollo's argument, I actually do agree. There are 50 players that are better than
They're
Westbrook.
better than Westbrook.
So,
I think there's
without
52.
without a further ado, Christian.
Alright, so check this out, guys. Look, I know Westbrook has been this electrifying athletic gift given to us by the, if you want to say basketball gods, however you want to do it. They've been giving us this gift, right? We haven't seen someone this explosive since Derrick Rose. He was the next explosive person since Derrick Rose. And he was dominating without a real good star. As soon as he started getting stars on his team, then Westbrook started becoming more of like Westbrook. And, shout out to those OKC games because he was the main factor. But, let's be honest. Houston, him and James Harden just didn't go anywhere. Him in LA right now, we all know how that's going. Where was he? Washington? People forgot he was in the Wizards for a little bit. He's just been everywhere and doing nothing.
He was with the OKC with Paul George. Didn't get out first round. We had many different All-Stars with Carmelo Anthony. Maybe if you want to make the argument saying Carmelo Anthony was shot by then, okay, but he was a great role player.
Yes.
You cannot admit that he was a great role player at the time. And you had a perennial Paul George at the time, especially the last year, who was averaging 25, and he was in the MVP race. So if you're saying that Paul George was trash or wasn't doing,
or he hadn't had good teammates.
just stop.
You're
Just.
And this was MVP Harden. This is when Harden was peaking. This is not like this year Harden. This was when Harden was step back king, Wesley Johnson. This is this Harden. So don't act like he didn't. Let's just say this, guys. If a man has the ball for the whole game, is he expected to have 25 points and 30 points with 10 rebounds, 5 assists? I would think so. If you're a certain height, I would think. For some of y'all, I would think so. If you're in the game for that long, getting that many shots, having the ball that much, I would expect you to have, not triple doubles. That's a great feat that he's done. But when you really look at Westbrook's game, he's grabbing the rebounds. They're letting him grab the rebounds. They're letting him facilitate the ball. It's a lesser LeBron. Like, LeBron can be the center point, pass the ball around, and be effective and efficient. When Westbrook does it, it's not as effective and not as efficient. So then it's just like, What are you doing? And then now when he's on LA, we're clearly seeing he's not doing anything, and he doesn't evolve as a player. He's not doing. He's doing the same moves 20 years, 10 years ago when he was younger. And now that everyone's more athletic, he's getting blocked at the rim. He can't finish because everyone's just as fast as him, if not faster. And he still hasn't developed any type of shot. And he's having the worst three-point shooting of his year, I think.
Yeah.
The worst. So if you're telling me Westbrook is a top 50 player in the league, you're crazy. There's no way. He's averaging 18, 7, and 7. The 7 and 7 might seem okay, but he's also averaging 4 turnovers on less than 30 from the 3 and almost less than 40% from the field. That's terrible numbers. You can't tell me that's good numbers.
So if you think we're lying, let's just go down the list. So at the time, I sent some names to Christian, and we went back and forth to agree. So let's just get the no brands out the way, and I'm just going to start naming.
Go ahead.
So really quick before I continue, I would like to shout out to this Twitter handler who created a top 100 list, and although we're not using it for the same exact reasons, this will give you a visual representation of who are top 50 and who are better than Russell Westbrook. Giannis, Kevin Durant, Jokic, LeBron, Steph Curry, Embiid, Doncic, Jason Tatum, Kyrie, and James. Those are all non-negotiables.
And this is not the guaranteed top 10 because I don't believe in that top 10.
Yeah, this
right
is not
now,
top 10.
But
this is just guaranteed better than Westbrook.
Mm-hmm.
And also, are we including? Are we barring injuries? That's important.
No, if you were injured this year for the most part, we're not gonna. So like Kawhi, I wouldn't put Damian Lillard. I mean, I guess you can put it because he played. Just those people that have. If you haven't played more than how many games has Damian Lillard played? At least 30.
Yeah.
If you haven't played at least 30 games this year, you're not counted.
All right, so continue. Damian Lillard, Paul George, Devin Booker, Trae Young, AD, John Morant, Jimmy Butler, Donovan Mitchell, DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine.
That's 20.
So just keep count.
That's 20.
All these people are 100% better than
Westbrook.
Okay, so let's just continue.
That's 20.
Kat,
Yep.
Pascal Siakam,
Yep.
Chris Paul, Bradley Beal, Jaylen Brown, Rudy Gobert, Bam, Darius Garland, DeAndre Ayton, Drew Holiday, SGA, Chris Middleton, DeJounte Murray, Brandon Ingram, LaMelo Ball, Fred VanVleet, De'Aaron Fox, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Edwards, and Jared Allen.
And Anthony Edwards should be a little bit higher, but that's just me. He should be a little bit higher.
And I know what people are going to say, Jared Allen, if you see this dude from the Nets, his trajectory has been shooting way up. And especially with the Cavs, he's been playing real good basketball for someone who's supposed to be protecting the rim and grabbing rebounds. So I don't want to hear about it.
And if you really think about it, the Cavs were number 2 seed in the East when he was fully healthy and went down to 6 and almost out of the playoffs. They are out of the playoffs without Jared Allen. So think about that's the impact. He's an MVP level impact on that field, on that team.
So went from second to out.
Without Jared Allen.
So if y'all try and make that argument, stop it. He was benefiting his team. That's why he didn't make the playoffs. Agreed, Cavs fan?
Yeah.
He's sad, but he agrees.
And
we should have had Ricky too. Ricky was big for us.
Ricky was doing great this year before he got injured.
Ricky was
better
really
than
big
Westbrook.
For us. Ricky
was balling.
Yeah,
Ricky was balling. This was
And I'm trying to get this. I'm trying to play devil's advocate right now. DeAndre Ayton, he's 100% better than Westbrook.
For sure.
100%.
So and he's playing for a contract.
So if you're really trying to say DeAndre Ayton's not better than Westbrook, please stop.
No, but like the thing about Westbrook is I have to say here for the slant to get too deep. Westbrook is really good in different ways. Like if you're talking about,
we're talking about benefiting the team. That is the overall stat.
No. That
is not better. No. He is a minus 20.
No. That is what we're talking about. Like benefiting the team. Right, we are talking about benefiting the team, but like skill-wise, for me personally, it doesn't match up the same. We're talking skills. I know we're not. I'm just saying this. I told you I'm gonna be the Westbrook mediator.
Okay.
Be the Westbrook mediator. The way these guys talk, like they are talking about, like in terms of best fits, what are best fits around the NBA, like players that would be really good on certain teams, that maybe on the fringe, and that push them over the edge to get a chip. Like these are like really good players you can plug and play. All of them. These are very, very talented players. I just believe even though Westbrook has been really bad this season, and it's so bad he hasn't taken no fucking responsibility for any of the play he does. That's the most annoying
What does
part.
it say, guys?
Pride
is the devil.
That's what I'll say is like the most annoying thing is that he is not like internalized any of this. But like even with that said, like I still believe he's very talented. If you put him on a team with mid-level players, he's gonna ball. He's gonna average a triple double. He's gonna get them barely into the playoffs. They're gonna have their normal first round exit, second round if they're feeling frisky. And that's what we have to understand. That's where Westbrook is at this point.
So I that's actually great because
but he could do that by himself. That's what I'm saying.
That's actually great because when I was Joy, like I said, if I'm wrong, please correct me and we can have a conversation about it. But when I was looking at the Twitter space, that was Joy's argument. Things in the past, which I'm sorry, Joy, it's irrelevant right now because we're talking about 2020.
When it comes to
LeBron James' best year was arguably one of his best career seasons.
But we're not gonna remember it.
We're not
gonna remember because they're out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
He almost won the scoring title at age how old?
37.
37. Come on now.
He put up 30 and 1 and went out for the last week.
Anyways, like I said, I know Joy. Like I said, if I'm wrong, please correct me. But Joy's argument was trying to bring up the past and saying that if he was in different situations, he would succeed. Hold on. That may be true. However, you decided to go to the Lakers. No one forced your hand to go to the Lakers. You decided you wanted to join up with LeBron James and AD. So, although you may be correct about that, we didn't force your decision to come to the Lakers. You decided to come to the Lakers. So, that is your responsibility. And because that's your responsibility, we have to grade you based off of your actions.
And another question: what is Joy? You can answer this. What is your success based off of? If we're basing off of the ultimate thing is rings, he's not successful at all. If we're basing off of stats, he's kind of successful.
But like you gotta understand, successful is a nuanced question because that's the same.
That's why I'm asking. What is her idea of successful? Averaging 20, 10, and 10.
I mean, if you're
Joy, I promise you, I will link it to you. So I'm letting you know
what is success.
Listen, Joy, I don't know who you are, but like I kind of see where you're coming from. Maybe not fully, but I kind of see where you're coming from. Like he's a talented player. No,
we all agree that.
We all agree that. Like, and I will say, even though I have about 20 point guards over him, all 20 of those point guards cannot be on a team full of mid-level players and probably pull them to the playoffs just by themselves. Like Westbrook can. Granted, Westbrook is going to do it while shooting 40% from the field, barely 30 from three. Granted, he's going to be shooting like that. Granted, he may have average near 4 to 5 turnovers.
Is making the playoffs really successful?
No.
You want, who cares about going to the playoffs?
And think about the Jazz. They can be as good as they want to. They do nothing in the playoffs. It doesn't matter. Nope.
That's why
the Heat did all that, and if they don't go to the finals, what will it matter?
Nothing.
Fair, man. Hey, that is
nothing. Like us brain has, of course we're gonna remember these seasons, but at the end of the day, when we're talking about to our future kids who are super experts at NBA, they're not gonna look at this season and say, oh, the Heat was good. They're gonna look at, oh, they got bounced out, so why would we care?
Yeah, because everyone realized it's the regular season. Westbrook is a great regular season player. In the playoffs, when he gets there, I don't know.
Yeah, when you get to focus on a scouting report on one team,
yeah,
it's not overly hard to
It's not really hard to guard him.
It was much harder to stop him when he had his athleticism because he could finish over the top of you. He was a very high flyer, but now
he's a step slower.
Now literally that's all that was a crazy thing to me. All it took for him was to lose a step because he should still relatively be in his prime. He's 32. It's just the fact that he lost a step. And it's like
that's all it takes.
It took because his game.
That's all his game is
predicated about. It's really more overmatching people than outmatching people. You know what I mean?
It's almost like that for guards back then in the early 2010s. That was the play style. If you had a great quick first step, you were balling. John Wall, Kyrie in his prime, because Kyrie's balling now. He's not doing the quick first steps. He's making tough shots. Balling now, he's just cooking. Yeah. You know what I mean? But back then, a lot of guards were quick first steps. Those tiny guards, there were a lot of tiny guards because they were quick. They just went quick.
Yeah, Tyler. So that's why Nate Robinson was so as good
Isaiah
as he was.
Thomas. That's how good he was. He was quick. He got up there, quick first step. But now
everybody's caught up with you.
Everyone's athletic.
So. You try to move past me, I'm right next to you.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, this person is 6'8". So if you can't get past a 6'8" person,
I don't
do you
know.
really expect to get past a guard?
Yeah, and most guards are
yeah.
6'3" with a 7-foot wingspan.
So
Guys,
so we
Nah,
went
he's
up.
trying to go up on Ja like wild people.
on Joe, like people like John Collins.
Like John,
Come
like, he's trying to go up on
on.
the craziest. I'd be like, whoa, like
Oh.
you gonna finish over him?
So we got off topic, but let's rewrite. So that's 40 people, and we defended why we're putting these people in front of these people. We're talking about overall
Hey, Westbrook friends, I'm trying.
So
It's
now
hard.
let's get to 41. Okay. So 41. Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, Desmond Bain, DeMontis Sabonis, Jordan Poole, C.J. McCollum,
Those are good players.
Tyler Hero, Miles Bridges,
Great players.
Tyrese Maxey, Robert Williams. People are going to argue Robert Williams and Miles Bridges. If you want to take those people off, fine. But I can argue.
Here goes the next one.
I can argue Kyle Lowry is better than Russell Westbrook. I can also argue that Kristaps. Kristaps. How many games he played?
Kristaps
play
played
30?
He played way more than 30 games.
Okay, so I can argue Kristaps.
He's got traded. That's why.
I can also argue Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart
Jonas
is so good.
Valanciunas too, and Marcus Smart.
Jonas
sure.
Valanciunas has been balling this year. He has been balling this year.
No,
he's been averaging
Marcus,
like 17 and 11.
And the reason Marcus Smart would be better than Russell Westbrook, and I can argue this right now, is because of defense. If there was a point system for offense and defense, defense would carry Marcus Smart over a lot. Not a lot, but that would be the deciding factor over a lot of
that's
people.
one of Westbrook's biggest downfalls.
downfalls.
And we've seen where good defense they got on Marcus Smart and bad defense they got on Westbrook.
It is not crazy to think that Russell Westbrook is not top 50.
Yeah.
And we're just saying some of those people.
Did we say Jaren Jackson, Desmond Baines?
Jaren Jackson and Desmond Baines.
But those are definites.
Okay. Oh, those are the.
So
Desmond Baines been balling this year.
So,
shout out Desmond Baines.
We are arguing. So what we just argued is that there are 50 people that are better than Westbrook at this point in time in this season. If y'all try, and once again, if y'all try to argue he having a better season, stop.
This year, we're not talking career.
Yeah,
we can't
we're talking
do that.
about
We're talking
this
about right
year.
now, in the present moment, what's happening.
I'm sorry, but we have to be prisoners of the moment because we're talking about this year.
Don't let success blind
We're not
you.
talking about previous years because that doesn't care about this moment.
Mm-hmm.
Until Westbrook proves himself next year, he's still not going to be top 50. And I guarantee you, when the ESPN does come out with their top 100, people are going to be upset that Westbrook is not top 50. When they do that first round and he's in that first round, people be upset. But it's not well deserved. He deserved that spot because he didn't do anything, and that's as simple as that.
He didn't do nothing. Bro, this is what y'all need to do. Y'all need to decide if you're gonna trade AD or Westbrook.
One has to go.
One has to go.
Hey,
I'm sorry,
listen.
one has to go.
Hey, listen.
And I respect if you want to really give up AD. I don't respect it unless you get something good. If you get something good, I respect it.
Lakers, if you choose AD,
But that's
over
crazy.
Westbrook,
That's
y'all
crazy.
the dumbest franchise I've ever seen. Just move Westbrook. Listen, people said that Houston couldn't trade Westbrook. People said the Wizards couldn't trade Westbrook.
Yeah, he
But,
can trade for like 40
The
million.
contract is $37 million.
47. Trust me.
What?
Exactly. But
John Wall.
No, but trust
John
me.
Wall.
No, stamp it right here. Trust
John
me.
Wall.
There's always someone stupid who would take that contract. They'll take it just for clear cap. They're gonna get rid
trade
of
all their picks. They're gonna trade all their picks.
Yeah, they're gonna trade the rest of their picks, but they're gonna
And young
trade
people.
like a team is thinking like this. A team is thinking like, okay, I'm gonna get rid of four mid-level players that I'm gonna have
they
a
were
contract
talking
for
about
2
LaMelo,
years.
and I was like,
Then I'm gonna try to get rid of, and then I'm gonna get Westbrook back for only 1 year. He's gonna expire the next year, and then boom, I got $47 million in cap. That's how teams are gonna think. I think the Lakers can move him. They're going to move him this
Pause.
season.
I'm sorry to cut you off.
Okay.
But what if they're not going to do this? I hope Michael Jordan's not this.
He's not done.
But
no, he's not.
No,
when
Michael
you
Jordan
trade,
might
when
do
you
it.
trade,
Michael Jordan might do it.
I would accept a
That's
heartbeat.
that's an
LaMelo
athlete.
Ball for Russell Westbrook. I would accept that in a heartbeat.
No, if
In a heartbeat.
if Michael Jordan does that, this
If
might.
you get LaMelo on the Lakers,
If Michael Jordan does that trade, that might hurt his goal. That might hurt the goal debate.
What would Jordan get
If
from
Russell Westbrook.
that? No, but what are you getting from that? Like, they have no picks.
They have no picks. If Michael Jordan makes that trade,
Unless you're dumping off. No, you know what they need to do?
This hurts
They could
his
trade
legacy.
Russell for Gordon.
No, that's what they're talking about.
But why would Lakers want Gordon
no.
Hayward?
Because
No,
40 million. He has 30
that's the
million.
best- no,
He
that
has
is the
30 to
best
40
way
million
out.
on his contract.
No, that's the best way
And
out.
he's
You're
getting
gonna
injured.
have another shooter around
I'm
LeBron. It's gonna
telling
be
you,
easier
bro.
to move Gordon Hayward
I'm
than it
telling
is.
you.
No, that's gonna be great.
Westbrook might get just dumped on the Hornets, but you're getting rid of Gordon Hayward. and you're bringing more money. Look, so Hornets are starting to become like Showtime Clippers. Like they're just becoming a hub for like really talented players until they really get a squad that goes to the playoffs and start making noise. That's what they're waiting for. They're just waiting for that good veteran. I ain't gonna lie, Westbrook's not gonna do it, but they're waiting for a nice good veteran source to get them in through the playoff, and then they're good. The Hornets are one good player away from being a consistent playoff team. One good player, and it's not Miles Bridges. Shout out to Miles Bridges though, but he's like a third option. They need one bona fide star. It's not Gordon Hayward.
So, anyways,
or Terry Rozier.
Any last comments?
We got some young frisky boys.
Hey Westbrook, get a shot, my boy.
Oh, okay.
You're embarrassing yourself.
Westbrook, please don't, please.
And stop being a hoe, bro. Them niggas making fun of you. You gotta accept that because you suck. Do better. That's all. You can't. Don't get mad at me for doing bad. I'm speaking the truth. You're getting mad at somebody for saying you suck when you hit the back of the backboard. I'm gonna say you suck too.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but the 47 million. Some of that is because of the media that we talking about.
Right.
And although we're not professional medias, we're fans, and we're allowed to talk about you. If you suck, we can say you suck.
We will say you suck. You're for 47 million, bro.
Yeah, to be fair.
47 million?
It's different if we're attacking your family.
You're getting paid more than LeBron.
Nah, we're not even attacking.
It's different if we're attacking your family.
We're not attacking
your family. We're talking about
you.
Before the comments comes, yes, Westbrook can beat us in 1-on-1, okay?
Yeah, he sure
I'm
can.
sorry.
He sure
can
can.
definitely beat me in 1-on-1.
Westbrook would destroy it.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie though, Westbrook, if you face me, though, I'm gonna give you a bucket. Though.
No,
I'm not gonna count. I'm gonna give you a straight bucket.
No, Westbrook would destroy each and every single one.
But we're not talking about us.
These are the best players.
These are the best players in the league. No, don't get it. Westbrook would destroy us. Probably 1v3.
Well, okay.
But too bad. You tweak.
I'm gonna let him.
You're shooting the ball with me. You're doing everything.
I'm not gonna lie. All we have to do is this run the basket.
I'm not gonna lie. You ain't coming over me no more. No.
Put your
You ain't
hands
getting
up.
up. You ain't getting up. I'm right here.
All I have to make
Right
sure is you don't get momentum and you're good.
Right, yeah, right here. We right here.
But I'm not gonna lie. Like
honestly, 1v2 we can probably win.
Okay,
that's right here.
No. Okay, so obviously Westbrook can beat us individually, destroy us in a 1-on-1. But too bad we not talking about us. We talking about Giannis Antetokounmpo. We talking about Joel Embiid. We're talking about Rudy Gobert. We're not talking about us. We talking about Paul George. We talking about DeMar DeRozan.
I'm talking about Isaiah Thomas.
Jimmy Butler.
I'm talking about
Marcus Smart.
Matisse Thybulle. I'm talking about
it ain't about
TJ
us,
McCollum. I'm talking about
it's critiques, I guess, bro.
Danny Green. I'm talking about other niggas.
So before y'all come in the comments, we know this, but we can talk about basketball because it's basketball. Okay. Anything else?
Lakers sign Austin Reeves. Do what you gotta do with that young core, man.
Primo.
Man,
Westbrook, just accept what happened, bro. So you're gonna get better and actually improve, bro. Because I'm not gonna lie, you can ask them. My three point might be.
Oh my God. Oh. Anyways, like I said, Joy, I really wish that you're watching this. If not, I know you're probably too cool to talk to us. If you want to talk to us, we have our Twitter handles. DM us. Let us know. We'll talk about it. But anyways, we'll catch y'all.
Peace.